Hello, this is Hector Armienta, the Artistic Director of Opera Cultura, but I'm also the composer and creator of River of Women, Rio de Mujeres, Part 2 of the LLorona Trilogy, which will have a performance in San Jose, May 21st and May 22nd, 2016. So the characters in the opera are actually based on real people. They are based on members of my family. So let me tell you a little bit about their real story. This is my great-grandmother, Cayetana. This is my grandmother, Paula. And this is my mom, Elisa, when she was a little girl. So a little bit about their stories, their real stories. So Cayetana, 1910 Texas. She had two children. One was Paula. The other one was a son, much older. And what happened was that her first husband and her son were killed in a gun battle. So that forced her, as a single woman and someone who was not educated, to marry a man named Cipriano. Paula, my grandmother, was a woman who was very strong-willed, very independent. She really was a woman that should have been born much later. She had three children. One child was a product of a marriage, and the other two children were born out of wedlock. So what happened was that she then, wanting to make sure that she provided a home for her children, moved in with Cayetana and her stepfather, Cipriano. And Cipriano and her did not get along very well for reasons that would take too long to explain in this little video. Then there's my mom, Elisa. Now, as I mentioned, this is she's probably here maybe 10, 11. But as a little girl, one of the things she had to do was to take care of her baby sister, because my grandmother Paula, now living with her mother and stepfather, worked as a maid, but she had to work at someone else's house. She lived there from Monday through Friday, and they would come home on the weekend. So that meant that my mom had to take care of her baby sister. Now, one of the reasons that I wanted to create this opera really was to tell the story of all these three women and the struggles that they had to make, particularly the sacrifices that they made for the sake of family. While I incorporate the myth of La Llorona, the weeping woman, it's really about the strength of these three women and what they had to endure, and again, the choices they had to make. So I hope you will come. It's going to be on May 21st, May 22nd at the Mexican Heritage Theater, also called the School of Arts and Culture in San Jose, California. So thanks so much for joining me.